Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Super Metroid. I'm Gilbert, though you probably already know that because I haven't said it 5 times, but I've said it a few times. So yeah, welcome back. Here we are, back in Printstar, Red Printstar. So here these caterpillar enemies are called Zero. And if you've played Metroid Fusion, you know that they are the larval form of key hunter pirates. So here we come into a room with boyons and the energy-sucking flowers. So what we gotta do is we gotta freeze these things. Get over here. Power bombs. This is where you are supposed to get your first ever power bombs. So you'd have to come all the way up here, get these power bombs, and go back. And if you lay a power bomb, you can destroy that wall and get another missile expansion. The total missile count in this game is like 230, 235, something like that. Yeah. It's pretty high. I'm not going to be getting that many, but I will get quite a few. I'll get most of them, actually. So anyway, so yeah, so you'd have to do all that and go back through that yellow door there. But before you do, you might want to save in that room, and you also might want to come up here and for the first time encounter actual full-size side hoppers. These are the real deal, not those small pieces of crap that go out with one missile shot. No. These are real side hoppers. And this room holds a secret. If you come over here, you can bomb away the floor. And you see how this flower doesn't have any yapping moths? That's because it's a secret spot, really. Little secret area here. Jump down and come back up. Avoid the yapping moths, which you can actually freeze, so you don't have to deal with them. And then, after that, you'd go all the way back to Norfair to go and fight Crocomire. Geez, that's just a lot of backtracking for some power bombs. Anyway, so you have an elevator that takes you back to Criteria as well. So if you've done what I've done, this elevator is quite convenient. And we encounter a new enemy, Sicers, or Sizers. This is the only place you see him as a green color. Turn the ice beam back off. There's a place where you can see him as a red color later. We'll see that. So anyway, you want a speed boost right now to get through here. There's your ship. Now, this is normally where I save for the first time. Anyway, what I'm going to do is not save quite yet. Shine Spark, get up here, and go into this place here. Because it's convenient. And I went back to open that green door. Oh, crap. Green Alsoon, or Alcoon. I don't freaking know what you want to call them. I call them Alcoons because I figure it's like, it's spelled kind of like raccoon, except it's A-L-C-O-O-N, so I say Alcoon. So kill the Alcoons, try to avoid the magma, that magma, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's really too dangerous, because you can usually get out of it pretty quickly, but if you're not careful, your energy, I mean, if you're not careful, it'll take your energy pretty quick, so you want to try to avoid it as much as possible. Anyway, coming to here, kill the Alcoons, the green Alcoons, and which aren't really any tougher than the red ones. And yeah. Now your ship, which functions as a save point, also does something else. It completely refills your energy and items, which is very, very nice. And so this is normally my first save of the game these days. I used to save all over the place. I'd save as often as I could. But now, right here, this is it. So, anyway, we're going to speed boost through here, come back in, and we're going to head this way to explore new areas. That's what this game is about, exploration. So, if you don't know where to go, that's a good thing. You're supposed to explore around and see what you can find. And find your way that way. You're not really supposed to know where to go, which is a change they've made in newer Metroid games. They guide you now. Even in Metroid, it started with Metroid Fusion and Metroid Prime. I'm not sure which came out. I don't know which came out first, Metroid Fusion or Metroid Prime. But it started with one of those. Metroid Prime had a hint system. And I'm going to do a little time-saving and frustration-saving trick here. I fucked it up. Anyway, with Metroid Fusion or Metroid Prime, they started guiding you. Metroid Prime just had a hint system, and then Metroid Fusion actually told you where to go. So anyway, Duxie and Shine Spark... Oh, dang it. You'll see what I'm trying to do. But it's a real... This place is a real pain to get through if you don't do it this way. It can be frustrating because if you fall into the water, you have to come all the way back to the start. And so that's why I'm doing this, even though this doesn't seem to be want to cooperate right now. Ah, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna shut up for a second so I can do this. There we go. That's it. So yeah, you might have noticed all the things passing by, the grapple points going by. Those are a pain in the ass. Not even those, because there's a green... The last thing you have to grapple is a green Ripper 2. And oh my god. Okay, these are called Coben or Coven. At the enemy section... At the enemy data section of the player's guide, it lists them as Coben. But in other parts of the player's guide, when they're talking about them, they call them Coven. And you notice this is called the wrecked ship, and right now there's no power. That's why none of the traps are online, and that's why I can stand on the spikes, because they're not active. Which seems a little weird, but it is what it is. Ah. The Coven, or Coben, if you're standing still, will appear right on top of you to damage you. That's what they try to do. So we'll just come down here. So yeah, the ship is without power. So we're going to kill these things, which, weirdly, they're an enemy, but they don't have a name. In Metroid Prime, there was an enemy that looked similar to these that were called Bombu. Ah, there you go. I stood still for too long, so the Coben tried to get me. So I'm going to do a little dance here. And because the Coben tries to appear where you are, it tries to anticipate where you're going to be and appear in that location. And it's not cooperating, so I'm just going to Super Missile and forget it. This is called the Work Robot. That's not online right now, so it's not doing anything, but that's what's called a Work Robot. Here we come, a creature. Now, I'm using my Super Missiles on these enemies because I'm about to fight a boss called Phantoon. And, this is yet another thing that scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. I hated going to this ship. I hated fighting Phantoon because he scared me. I was scared. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not turning on the ice beam. Even though my beam would be more powerful, I've learned that it's better to do less damage to him at a time, because if you do too much, he'll disappear right away. Doing it this way, you see he stuck around for a bit, and I was able to shoot him 3 times as opposed to 1, and having to wait for his blue fireball crap to go away for him to open his eye. And I'm getting a phone call. Fucking great. I'm going to ignore that for now, and try to finish this guy off. So here's a move called the... I haven't talked about it yet. I said you got 2 moves when you got the... 2 new moves when you got the... charge beam. And I showed the first one, which was the 5 bombs coming out. Jeez, so fast. I missed it. I didn't really say what the other one was. See how I'm flashing right now when I'm jumping and doing this big jump? This is called the pseudo shine spark. Doing this, I can pass through his blue flames without getting hurt. It also will damage enemies. I think I just killed him because he's not. Yeah. Oh nope, there he is. It'll hurt enemies, so it's really useful. No, not the pseudo shine spark. The pseudo screw attack. Sorry. There we go. This is gonna be it. Yeah, that's it. Now he's dead. And so I'm just gonna jump here. And finally, with Phantoon dead, you see, Phantoon was sucking the power from the energy facility on this ship, and that's why the ship didn't have any power. Even the save station here didn't have any power. That's part of the reason I save at the ship, because if you die at Phantoon, I'd have to you'd have to go all the way back. So anyway, so yeah, now everything's active. It's brighter. The work robots are online. So I'm gonna come in here and map room, which is pretty useful. Yay! I mean, I don't need the map, but you probably will. So yeah, here's kill the Bombu, I guess. I mean, I don't really like you. It doesn't have a name, as far as I'm concerned. Metroid Prime might have called it a Bombu, but these don't act like the Bombus in Metroid Prime. So as far as I'm concerned, it's an unnamed green thing that has no name. The redundancy of redundancy department call. And finally, our first Super Missile expansion. We haven't gotten one of these yet. We've gotten, I mean, I got 3 Power Bomb expansions, several missile expansions, but no Super Missile expansions until now. Finally, we are at last worthy of a Super Missile expansion. Anyway, I'm going to come in here, go through this door. Now all the doors are open too, by the way. This enemy here, it looks like a puffer from Metroid Prime, but it's actually called a bull. And you can't kill it with your beam, but you can kill it with the grapple beam, which is why I was saying before how the grapple beam can kill enemies. Particularly, it can kill the bulls. And boom, another Super Missile expansion. And so that's one of the reasons I get the grapple beam. I'm actually pretty confident I could skip the grapple beam altogether if I wanted to do a speed run. So yeah, gotta watch out because the traps are active now too, which sucks. And I've actually lost a lot of energy. I've lost almost half my energy, I don't believe it. So yeah. But yeah, this ship's... even now, even after all this, the ship scared me. I don't know why, it just did. And I am going to go in there, but first, because I've lost so much energy, I'm going to save. And actually, you know what? I'm going to call this a part. This has been Let's Play Super Metroid, Part 5-ish, or whatever. Thanks for watching. See you later.